There are a few things just to keep in mind when doing the blood sugars. Gladys has put together some bulletin points which you can look at. There's some changes as well that have been made to our order.
I met Jenine back in November. As soon as she walked in, she was so different. I mean, soft-spoken, respectful. You could tell her anything.
Any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Some people will come here, they'll be like, who's the director? You will not know it's her. You will think it's one of the floor nurses, but she is the big boss.
You know, it's just who she is. She's a caregiver.
She's a very hard-working lady. She works by action.
She means what she says, and she says what she means. She knows what she wants.
She will not talk to you, but she is like, let's get to the point.
And whenever she asks something to be done, she has a way of doing it, to asking it. You do it. You're happy to do it.
Good morning, Charles. How are you?
Janine's basically worked in every line of nursing. She worked in OR, critical care, med-surg, now rehab. She worked over in subacute.
Yeah, how long have you been away from home?
Oh, about a week and a half.
Her experience in all these different areas of nursing, I think, is what has created this amazing clinical manager. She just can relate to people on all levels, and she brings that experience to the forefront.
So you've done pet therapy yet, or is this going to be your first session?
I've been in rehab for the last 10 years. I just knew that that was for me. I knew that was the environment I wanted to be in. It was a small town feel. I really liked developing that rapport with the staff and with the patients. It was just a good fit for me.
Want to say hi to Snickers?
Hi, baby.
This is Charles.
Janine works quietly behind the scenes. You don't see her around a lot, but you feel her impact.
I'm tasting your breakfast this morning. What'd you eat?
She's motivating the nurses. She's there guiding the nurses. She's instrumental in clinical support of our nursing staff, making sure they're getting all the necessary education they need so that we can provide excellent clinical nursing.
She rounds on every patient and family when they come in as well as before they leave. And she asks them, you know, what made a difference? What could we do to improve our care here?
That is the better part of my day, just stepping out of my office. I even have a sign from my staff that says, I don't even know why you have an office, because you're never in it.
Our nursing manager was getting ready to retire, and so Janine just stepped in.
It's hard for people to step outside their comfort zone. It's hard for me to step outside my comfort zone, but it's important that I do that because I can't grow otherwise.
Her ability to pass that message on to the rest of the nursing staff actually made that entire team work.
We just need to do what needs to be done at the time that it needs to be done.
So after this, I guess we'll do some grooming. Hopefully then you can like have a little nap or something.
At work, her mind set on her patient and her staff. Then when she come here, she start doing her little project, her mind is focused on that little project and do what she got to do and get everything squared out the right way.
I joke with my husband all the time that, when I retire, I might go and work for Home Depot or something, because that's my favorite store.
Her last birthday, I bought her a router saw, and then I bought her a toolbox.
Having a tool as a present is a great gift for me. It is definitely a stress relief for me. I don't have to think about anything else. I don't have to worry about, all those things that impact us every day that we worry about. Every week I have a honey-do list, especially when it's not football season.
She's the brain, I'm the muscle. She's the only woman in the house, so leave me. We got to go by her rule. We got to dance by her music. Because we don't, we in trouble.
Did you do swimming today?
No, yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So Glancy Rehab Center, we opened approximately 30 years ago. We serve a varied population. We take care of patients that have had strokes, patients that have been hospitalized for a prolonged period of time, that have become debilitated. We take care of various neurological problems, multiple trauma, amputations, spinal cord injury, brain injuries. And our goal is to rehabilitate these patients back to the highest level of functioning, and hopefully you can get them back home and back into society.
Food.
So how much did he tell you you have to lose?
6.
36 pounds.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Oh, God.
You could do that.
It's
I think you could do that. I have faith in you.
Yeah.
This is a very special place. Basically, we're catching people in their worst situation, some kind of trauma. It's just important that they realize that this is not it.
Big truck in the center. And, oh, girl cut off. I didn't see it. 5 weeks ago. I slept good. Oh, yes.
We have this running joke that our patients walk out on us all the time because they do get better and they do leave.
It's an unusual situation to go talk to someone right after a trauma. And, you know, a lot of times people just don't know what to say. And it seems to come natural to her.
You know, we work in a difficult area, and the stories and experiences of our patients sometimes are very difficult, but she makes it a real positive.
Nursing is tough, so I think it's important that we look for, you know, some lightheartedness throughout the day where we can all come together and just talk and laugh, and because we know amongst ourselves how hard it can be. That's what we have to do in order to do this.
Jenine was instrumental in turning things around at the Gwinnett Extended Care Facility. She was sent over there as an interim nursing director.
While Jenine was over there, she happened to come in on a holiday just to rotate in on the staff. And one of the PCTs, Nicole, appeared that she wasn't feeling well.
Jenny passed by me, and she don't really, know me very well. And she came to me, she asked me, "Are you okay?" And I say, "Yes, I'm okay." And say, "Are you sure you're okay?" And I say, "My blood pressure is a little bit high." She say, "I don't like the way you look." And she said, "Do you want to go to emergency?" I said, "No, I'm fine. I'll be fine." I said, "You can go." And she said, No, you don't know me. I'm not going until I see you look fine."
She started to tell me she was having some tingling, some numbness, and we checked her blood pressure again, and it was going up even further.
And next thing, I see everybody covered with smoke. And she say, "Nicole, you're not going nowhere. I'm gonna call 911 because I'm here for the patient and for my coworker." When 911 come in, my blood pressure was over 200 and 200. And I can't stand up, I don't see nobody, I just hear voice. And she hold me, touch me, say, "Everything be okay."
Jenine, in a very calm manner, let her know what was going on, and then also released her sister and let her go over to the ER.
Without her, I will die or have a big stroke. That's why I call her my angel. She's my angel.
I think back now, and it just seemed automatic to me, you know, and I think sometimes we get into what we do as nurses and we're on automatic and we don't realize how we truly impact lives until we get that person that turns around and really says, thank you for what you did. It's a really big deal. And that's how I felt, like it was a really big deal, but at the time, this is what I do.
She gets that look in her eye, and when you see it, you know, okay, she means business.
She's a dynamite in hiding, little fireball wrapped up. Team the Toolman. Except she's, she's not Tim.
It's a new day now. Don't refuse it. Get used to it. I'm through with old ways now. I'm through with it. So get used to it, honey. It's not up ahead. It's right in front of us. It's happening. Now it began.